There lives a man in Sachere village whose name was called Dele. Dele got married to a beautiful sexy young lady named Shola and was blessed with a beautiful daughter named Bisola. Dele lives in a single room apartment with his family, Shola and Bisola. Dele was an artist who performed in various parties such as birthday party, naming ceremony among others. Though Dele was not financially stable, so also the wife has no stable work, but both rely on what Dele will bring from his outside performance. And whenever Dele did not have any outing, they both stay hungry. Daily work makes feeding and spending more difficult for the family, and it was even hard to pay house rent and electricity's bill. One fateful afternoon, Dele and his lovely family were seated in their house, and suddenly there was a bang on the door from outside, and it was the landlord, Mr. Giwa. And Mr. Giwa screamed, "Come out, you debtors! I have given you enough time. Enough is enough. I can't take this anymore." Then Dele panically asked from his wife, "Is that not our landlord voice?" And the wife replied, "Yes." To avoid seeing the landlord, Dele asked his wife to lie to his landlord that he is not at home at that moment. So Shola opened the door and greeted the landlord. "Good afternoon, sir." But the landlord angrily replied, "Hold your greeting and call me your husband because we need to talk." And Shola responded, "My husband is not at home." The landlord said, "Where has he gone to? After all, he always go out but failed to pay his house rent for 2 years. With annoyance, the landlord said, "Tell your stupid husband when he is around to pay up his debt in 2 days, else I will throw out your rags which you call clothes from this apartment." And Shola pleaded, "Please, sir, give us little more time. We will pay up our rent." But the landlord replied, "What? Give you more time? For what? You this woman, why are you always sitting idle at home? Your mates are outside doing something good to support their husband. Go outside and work and relieve your husband of his loads. Move out from the house in 2 days, else you will not appreciate what I will do to you and your good-for-nothing husband." Shola felt ashamed and embarrassed and went back inside, started crying bitterly. "What have I done to deserve this?" Then Dele came out from his hiding, seeing his wife crying. He held his wife by hand and said, "I'm sorry, all this was my fault. Be patient with me, everything will be fine very soon." Shola furiously replied, "What are you saying? To be patient? Till when will things be fine? Since we got married, I have not enjoyed this marriage for once. It has been from one problem to another. I am tired. One day you will come home and meet your daughter alone, and I will be gone for good." Dele replied, "What are you planning? To leave me alone in this problem? Well, I know you are just joking. You can't do that, and if you want to do it, please remember your daughter." Dele tried to calm her down, but she angrily walked away. Dele inhaled a deep breath. "I know all this will come to an end very soon." 2 days later, early in the morning, Dele took his bath, and as he was about going, Shola called him back. "Come on, won't you drop money for us to feed this morning?" Dele replied, "My wife, you know if I'm not called to perform in any occasion, I won't get money for feeding. However, I'm going out now to get money, but before my arrival, go to Mama Alate to get some cups of garri and groundnuts. I will pay when I'm back." "Dele, what are you saying? How can we manage 2 cups of garri till you are back? So shameless of you. Is that how your mate treats their family?" Shola left angrily. Few hours later, as Dele was coming back home, he saw his wife and the daughter with their loads being thrown outside the compound by the landlord. Dele, with a gloomy face, asked himself, "Where will I go now? I am finished. What can I do, O God?" And the wife replied, "Yes, your own is finished. Just find a solution." Then said Dele, "Give me some time. Let me think of a solution." About few seconds, Dele voiced out, "Yes, we can go to my mother's house." Shola replied, "Are you out of your senses? How will you go to your mother's house?" But Dele replied, "It's for a meal time. I will work hard to get another apartment. Then we will move away from my mother's house. Oh, let's manage this for now because we don't have any other choice for now." Then they all moved to Dele's mother's house and stayed there. After 2 weeks, they moved to Dele's mother's house. Shola started making friends with their neighbors. Shola will always go to her new friend's room every morning to gossip. Dele's mother warned her to stop any friendship that would destroy her life. "Don't mingle with them. They are evil and will destroy you. Many of them don't even respect their husband. Please, my daughter, don't rush things. Your husband will definitely make it, and you guys will be good." This and many more advice given to Shola by her mother-in-law. However, Shola will always go back to play all the advice into the hearing of her new friends, and they will always give her their own advice. My friend, let me tell you, get a better man for yourself, someone that can take good care of your skin and make your beauty shine. With all this advice in Shola's head, she couldn't sleep all the night. She tossed and turned throughout the night. Shola finally makes a decision. One fateful evening, she dressed up and her mother-in-law asked, "Where are you going to this late hour?" But she replied, "I'm going to visit my sister because it's been a while we see each other." Her mother-in-law replied, "Okay, but wait for your husband to return. Then you can tell him about your outing." But she replied, "Help me to tell him that I'm out to see my sister. And more so, I don't know when Dele will be back." And she walked away. Dele's mother shouted, "You are taking the wrong path, and if you cause any problem, don't bring it here because I'm trying to survive, you this girl. And if your husband come back, I will report to him before things get out of hand." After a while, Dele came back from work and asked of his wife. Then the mother asked him to sit. Dele seated beside his mother and asked, "Mom, hope all is well." His mother narrates all the attitude of Shola to him, how she has been relating with the neighbors and how she dressed up late to visit her sister. Dele replied, "It's late already now. Besides, why didn't she tell me of this before now?" "Don't worry, mother. She will come and explain herself when she comes back." After a long hours, Shola came back late at that night and knocked at the door. Dele woke up, walked towards the door and asked, "Who is there?" Then the wife answered, "It's me, Shola." Dele opened the door. "Where are you coming from by this time? Are you not with your time?" Shola said, "Let me go in first before questioning me." After which she has entered, Dele asked, "Where have you been?" She answered, "Did your mother not tell you where I went to?" Dele asked again, "What kind of dress is this? And when did you start dressing in this manner?" Shola shouted, "Leave me alone. Why all this question? And which one did you want me to answer first? Please, I'm tired and I need a rest." Dele angrily replied her, "Anytime you do this again, you will not come to this house, meaning you will either go back to where you are coming from or stay outside." Dele, while inside the room, couldn't sleep all the night as he tossed and turned. Dele in the following day went straight to Shola's sisters to confirm if his wife was there yesterday. But surprisingly, Shola had called her sister to cover up for her. Dele got there and greeted Shola's sister, and after that, he asked, "Was my wife here yesterday?" And the sister replied, "Yes, she was here yesterday and even left very late. Are you doubting your wife?" "No," Dele replied. This continued every day. Dele couldn't figure out what was going on with his wife. One fateful day, Shola dressed up again to go out as usual, but Dele stopped her. "You are not going anywhere. Neither will you step out of this house today," with an angry tone. Then Shola responded, "Who are you to stop me from going out? You don't have money, property, and you are here commanding me. I am going out and there's nothing you can do about it. Hey, let me tell you, if you try to step out of this house, don't ever come back to this house again." Shola responded, "Oh, you call this a house? This is not a house. Even a prison yard is better than this so-called house." As Dele went in to put on his shirt, Shola already left the house for her outing. Dele was surprised. Wow, so Shola left this house despite all my warning? Dele decided to wait outside to send her back to wherever she's coming from. However, Shola never showed up that night and never come back home. 2 days later, he went to her mother's house to know if she was there. But on getting there, Dele saw a fancy car parked in the frontage of Shola's mother's house. Dele stood afar to see who owns the car, but to his surprise, Dele saw his wife, his mother-in-law, and the sister coming out with a very tall and handsome guy named Rotimi. Shola, seeing Dele in her mother's house, asked, "Why are you here?" "Well, let me tell you, this is my husband now." Then Dele asked, "Who am I to you?" Shola responded, "I don't have time to waste with animal like you." Then both Shola and Rotimi entered the car and drove off. Dele faced his mother-in-law. "You can't do this to me, ma. You know Shola and I has a child and she has to take care of her." Then the mother replied, "I don't like you from the beginning. You are poor, you don't have money, you don't have property, and my daughter is too young to die in suffering. Allow her to enjoy her life." Dele sat on the floor crying. "Tèmi ti bàjẹ́, where will I start from?" Shola's mother told him to go back, ask your mother where they got poverty from, and cry to her hearing. And don't weep here. As Dele stood on his feet, Shola's mother asked him to forget about Shola and never make an attempt to look for her whereabouts. After 2 days that Shola left, Dele, 2 of his friends whom they always went out to perform in any occasion, visited him early in the morning, and he said, "I was not expecting you." They respond, "We will not be following you to perform again." He asked why. They reply, "We have not achieved anything since we started, so count us out. We are not more interested." Dele was disappointed with the news. Dele later got himself in much hard labor, such as cleaning bushes for others, serving as bricklayer. Sometimes he will be out of job. The suffering was too much for Dele, Bisola, and his mother. One afternoon, there was no food at home to eat. Bisola was hungry and she fainted and was rushed to the hospital. They treated Bisola, however, there was no money to pay for her hospital bill. Dele went to his wife Shola's house to borrow him some money to pay for her daughter's hospital bill. Shola responded, "It has nothing to do with me. She is your daughter." Shola then chased Dele away from her house. "Did you want my husband to see you? Leave my house before I will release our dog. Dele respond, just borrow me, I will return it to you. Dele pleaded, but Shola keeps saying, I don't have. Dele respond, you this woman, you are so wicked. You don't even pity your child. Dele then left Shola's house to the hospital. On his return, he met the doctor in his office. Mr. Dele, please take your daughter and leave. We can't continue the treatment due to your unavailability of phone. Dele and his sick daughter were later chased from the hospital. Dele took his daughter back home without completing the treatment. Dele go from house to house in search of so as to feed the mother and the child. While he was hunting of work, he met a man that was planning for his 60th birthday. In Mr. Philip voice, Mr. Dele, come, I've been looking forward to see you. Dele walked towards Mr. Philip. Dele asked, you called for me, sir? Mr. Philip responded, yes, I called you. I want you to perform on my 60th birthday. Can you? Dele was excited. Yes, I can. I can, sir. Then go and prepare. It's just in 2 days' time. Dele left. On his way, full of excitement, remember that his teammate has left. Asking himself, how am I going to perform alone? Dele rushed to one of his team members' house to tell him. On getting there, he got the news that his previous teammate had joined new group. Dele went home thinking how to perform alone. No problem, I will have to perform alone then. 2 days after, Dele went to the birthday event for his live performance. Dele performed so excellent all by himself. He was surprised seeing himself perform in that way. One of the visitors that came for the celebration called him after his performance and asked, Dele, you perform alone? Dele responded, yes, sir. The man asked, why? Dele responded, I have people we perform together before now. However, they left because they have not gathered or succeeded ever since we have always performed. The man responded, you perform well even without them, and this place you are, your talents cannot be seen. This village is not where you're supposed to be. However, you can establish yourself, right? Dele inhaled a deep breath. Sir, that is all about money. I wish I could. The man responded, what if you see someone to build your career? Will you go for it? Dele with an impatient voice, yes, I will. Okay, I will give you a number now. Call the person in 2 days. Before then, I will have to talk to him. Dele collected the number and went home, excited with a big amount of money. Dele waited for 2 days, then put a call through. And immediately, someone picked. Hello, Dele responded. Good morning, sir. My name is Dele. The man on the phone responded, oh, my uncle already told me about you. Dele responded, okay, sir. I will want you to come to Lagos to see me. I will forward my address to you. Dele responded, thank you, sir. They both hung up the call. Dele prepared for Lagos. 1 week later, Dele went to Lagos. On getting there, he went to the address given to him. He knocked at the gate. Please, I'm looking for someone, and the person gave me this address. I think this is the place. The gateman asked, what is your name? Dele responded, Dele. The gateman, okay, wait here, let me tell my boss. Dele was asked to come in and offer him a chilled drink. Mr. Dele responded, yes, sir. I've made an arrangement before getting here, and you will not be going back anytime soon. You will be staying here in Lagos for the time being. Dele responded, I have a daughter and my mother waiting for me. In my village, the man responded, that means you will go back and bring them down to Lagos. You don't have to delay this for long. You don't have much time. You can stay here till tomorrow. Then you will go back to your village and bring your mother and your child. Dele responded, okay, sir. The man brought out the contract and some house documents and hand it over to Dele. This house will be yours, and hand over 2.5 billion to Dele to start his music career. Dele was out of words. He doesn't know what to say. Kept quiet for a moment. I am grateful. I don't know how to repay this. The man responded, how you can repay me is for you not to let me regret of helping you. I'm not asking you to pay me back, but wanted to see a good result. Dele went back to village, and the mother was surprised of seeing him early than expected. Dele, why are you back so soon? Dele responded, Mother, God has done it. I came back to take you and my daughter to Lagos. Dele's mother, what? I can't believe what I'm hearing. So I will be going to Lagos with you and your daughter? Dele replied, we will be going tomorrow. Start packing. Dele and his family went to Lagos. They live in a very big mansion. Dele became rich. He sent his daughter Bisola to the best school and opened a big provision store for his mother. 2 years later, Shola's new husband Rotimi was arrested that he was an armed robber. While Rotimi was trying to escape, he got shot and died. Shola, hearing that Rotimi is an armed robber and he is dead, Shola rushed to where the incident happened. Shola fell down. People thought she fainted. They rushed her to the hospital. During the treatment, the doctor found out Shola has been caught by a stroke. She has lost her 2 legs. No money for her treatment because immediately Rotimi died, his family took everything that belongs to Rotimi. Shola was left with nothing. Even Shola's family couldn't afford to pay the hospital bill. Dele in his office got a call because he never changed his call line. Why is Shola calling me after how many years? Dele picked. Hello? Hello, Shola's mother responded. It's me, Shola's mother. Dele, oh, good afternoon, ma'am. You have to make it fast and brief because I'm at the office. Shola mothers asked, in the office? Which office? Well, let's put that aside, please. Your wife is sick. She needs your help. She is in the hospital. No money for her treatment. Dele respond, the last time I checked, my wife left me for another man. Shola mother, I know we have hurt you so much. Please forgive her. Dele hung up the call. Dele inhaled a deep breath. You see, what goes around comes around. The second day, the doctor gave them the news that the hospital bills has been cleared. They were surprised. Who could that be? They asked, who is the person? The doctor replied. He said his name is Mr. Dele. Shola asked, doctor, please, how much is the hospital bill again? The doctor replied, 50 million. Shola jumped up from the bed. 50 million? Dele paid 50 million? Oh my God. Shola was discharged from the hospital. Shola, his mother, and Shola's sister decide to look for Dele. Dele has become a popular man you can find and see so easily. They traced him to Lagos. They got to Dele's house. Dele saw them, wanted to come in. Dele stopped them from entering. If you are here to thank me, no need for that. You can go back. Shola on the wheelchair, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It was the work of the devil. Dele replied, if I'm angry or mad at you, I will not pay 50 million to save you. So it's fine. Shola asked, please, can we continue from where we stopped? Dele, full of surprise, come to where? It is late. Shola, you came back late. Shola asked, what of my daughter? Let me see her at least. Dele responded, you have to wait for her. That is, even if she wants to see you. Besides, I sent her to school in abroad. Shola, I can't accept you, not even when you are on a wheelchair. You can't help me and my daughter in any way. So go. That is the consequences of your action. Dele asked to lock his gate, not to open the gate for anyone to come in. Shola lives to regret for the rest of her life. So bestie, I hope you have learned one or two things from this story. Do well to like, share and subscribe until I bring another story your way. Bye.